5 years later, this guy, Walter, got me into advertising. A job as a copywriter at Young & Rubin. The job was not really well paid, so, I worked at night in a bar. That made up for the small amount that I've earned. Also, Walter was very helpful because he said, okay, for the beginning, I share my flat with you. So I and Helga were living in his very small flat under the roof. And we said, okay, the flat cannot be small enough that we wouldn't want to have a party. So we prepared for a party. But before the party, you wash, you dress well, and so you want to smell good and so forth. And I was already done. I was in my uivari. Yeah? And Helga, my wife that I married a year later, but my wife, future wife, was in the bathtub. And she liked the bathtub, obviously, because she was sleeping a little bit and consumed some time. So I went to her and said, Helga, you got to get up. We're going to have a party. Got to be ready for the party. And she sort of didn't react very well. So I was, pushing a little water towards her, and she didn't like that at all and pushed some water back. And it went over my freshly ironed suit, my uivari. So I pushed some water back in her direction, and she was able to push more water at me. So that went back and forth, and within half a minute or so, I was completely wet. So I decided to enter the bathtub with my uivari, with my suit. And at this time, when I was just making myself comfortable in front of her, the door to the bathroom opened, and there was Walter standing in his uivari. And he thought, that was komisch, that was funny. Huh? So you know what he did? He entered the bathtub as well. Not between us, but behind me. He always is a kind of supporter,